and close your eyes. It's going to look just like this, okay? When on the command to begin, all you're going to do is do this. I'm not closing my eyes due to officer safety issues.
On May 28, 2022, a Marine Patrol deputy stopped a watercraft in state jurisdictional waters after observing the female operator with an improperly secured personal flotation device.
All right, the reason that we're stopping you guys, your life vest, it's got to be zipped up and buckled.
Give me your side.
Oh,
no, not your hand. Yep.
Okay.
I got it. All right, hold on. No, don't answer that right now.
Okay. Sorry.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
27? Where are you
Yes,
from?
sir. I'm from here.
Okay.
I live
This deputy's going to talk to you the rest of the way, okay?
Okay. How long have you guys been out for today?
We've been here all day. All day.
All day? How much have you had to drink today?
Not much.
Not much, okay. You mind coming aboard here so I can do some safety evaluations to make sure that you're safe enough to operate this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead and unhook your lanyard. Go ahead and kill the motor on it if you hadn't already.
176.
You leave your life vest on. Go ahead and step over here for me. I'm going to sit you right here, okay? While we're doing this, make sure you got to get it zipped up and buckled.
Well, that's not happening.
Okay, okay, I'll talk to you about it.
That's the only reason that she doesn't have to
Okay,
buckle.
have a seat for me, right there, front edge of your seat. Sit at the front edge of your seat. All right, get your legs apart and your hands down to your side for me, okay? All right, are you as comfortable as you can be? Okay. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check your eyes right now. What I want you to do is keep your head just as still as possible for me, okay? What I want you to do is follow the tip of this pin with your eyes and your eyes only, keeping your head stationary, okay?
You need me to get you on the sun still?
Yes, just turn the boat.
We don't have any like that one.
Open your eyes for me.
My eyes are open.
Just open them up a little bit more. I know the sun, he's turning the boat so you can.
Yes.
All right, now you're in the shade. There you go. Okay. The next task is going to be the finger to nose task. What I want you to do is make a fist with both hands, extend your index fingers. I'm going to show it to you. Watch me. Okay. What I want you to do is make a fist with both hands and extend your index fingers like this and leave them out here to your side, down just like this, okay? You understand?
Am I doing it
Yes.
right?
All right.
I here am adopted. I'm from Russia.
I understand.
My first language is Russian. So
You're speaking good English, so I'm gonna explain it to you, and if you don't understand, I'll re-explain it, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, so go ahead and make a fist. Keep your hands out here just like this, okay?
Sounds good, sir.
All right, remain in this position while I explain the task to you. Do you understand?
I understand.
Okay, when I say begin, tilt your head back to a 45-degree angle and close your eyes. It's gonna look just like this, okay? When on the command to begin, all you're going to do is do this. I'm not closing my eyes due to officer safety issues, okay? But you're going to tilt your head back 45 degrees and you're going to stay in this position when I say begin. Okay? So you understand so far?
I understand.
You understand that too?
Yes,
okay. All right, when I tell you to touch the tip of your nose with the tip of your index finger, I want you to immediately return it to your side, okay? So if I say, when I say right, what you're going to do is you're going to touch the tip of your nose and bring it right back down immediately with the tip of your finger. Okay, this is the tip, this is the side, and that's the pad. Okay? All right? All right, when I say right, you must touch your right index finger to your nose. When I say left, you must touch your left index finger to your nose. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just have to read this verbatim, okay?
I understand.
All right, begin.
You said when you say right.
You want me to explain it again?
No, when you say right. You said when you say right.
When I said on the command of begin, you're supposed to tilt your head back 45 degrees and close your eyes.
Okay.
Then I'll give you the command left or right at that point, okay?
What's your passcode, by the way? 6969.
Real original.
All right. She's doing great. You look awesome right now.
All right, keep your eyes closed. Left. Remember, you're supposed to bring it back down to your side. Right?
I did not remember that.
Left. Right.
You're doing great, Judy.
Right. Left. All right, you can relax. All right, what I want you to do. All right, place your hands palm to palm, just like this, however you're comfortable, okay? Stay in this position while I explain the task to you, okay?
We're close to the bridge.
All right, when I tell you to begin, turn the top hand over and count out loud 1. Then turn the hand back over and count out loud 2, counting only when the hands make contact like this, okay? You're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You understand so far? Okay. All right, repeat this, speed up as you go, and do not stop until told. Make sure to keep your hands and fingers parallel during each pat, like this. This is parallel. Hold on, don't start yet. This is parallel. This is not, okay? This is parallel, all right? Do you understand?
I understand. Are these always that hard? I think you're this suffer.
All right, you may begin.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Speed up.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, you can stop.
I know he will.
Okay, make a fist with both hands. Place your left fist at the center of your chest and your right fist against your left fist like this. You take your left fist like this, right fist in front of it, and you're gonna, all right, stay in this position while I'll explain the task,
Yes,
okay?
sir.
You understand?
I understand. Left fist, right fist.
Okay. When I say begin, you must perform 4 tasks. The first task is to count out loud from 1 to 4 while you move your fist in a step-like fashion, making contact between your fists at each step. It's going to look something like this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? No, don't start. Don't start.
No, I just want to.
You can't practice. I'm going to go through it all in one smooth motion for you, okay? All right? The second task is to memorize the position of your hands, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right? The third task is to clap 3 times and turn your hands back to, put your hands in the back of your memorized position, okay?
So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, then you clap 3 times.
Then put your hands back in the memorized position, okay? All right. The next step is the next part of the task is when you're in that memorized position, you're going to go from 5 to 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Return your left fist to your chest.
Go backwards.
And then you're going to open your hands for the last part of the task and place them in your lap. Okay? Do you understand? Okay, I'm going to go through it in one smooth fashion, okay? Get back in the starting position. All right, it's going to look something like this.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Return the left fist to your chest. And then put your hands back down.
1, 2, 4.
Okay,
Put
go.
your hands back down.
Okay. Do you understand the task? You want me to go through it again?
Please continue.
Okay. Take your left fist, put it at the center of your chest, your right fist on top of that one. All right? You're going to walk your hands in a forward-like fashion, counting out loud from 1.
What began as a safety compliance check escalated into a full boating under the influence investigation, with field sobriety evaluations conducted aboard the patrol vessel on open water. The stop itself was legally clean. Under Title 33, Code of Federal Regulations, Part 1, 75, life vests must be properly worn. And under United States v. Villamonte-Marquez, 1983, warrantless vessel stops for safety compliance are constitutionally permissible under the Fourth Amendment. Once the subject acknowledged consuming alcohol, questioning continued without Miranda warnings. That was correct. Under Berkemer v. McCarty, 1984, pre-arrest investigatory stop questioning is not custodial. Her statement was voluntary and admissible. Here is where the case gets complicated. No nationally standardized field sobriety test protocol exists for boating under the influence investigations. The NHTSA battery was validated for roadside use, on stable ground, with controlled conditions. None of that applies on the water. Administering those same evaluations on a moving vessel, under direct sunlight, with wave interference affecting balance and vision, introduces variables entirely absent from the validation research. A defense attorney will argue the results cannot be compared against published impairment thresholds, and that argument has real merit. The most legally significant moment is the finger-to-nose test. The subject declines to close her eyes, citing officer safety. The officer accepts and continues. Under Pennsylvania v. Muniz, 1990, FST performance is non-testimonial and not Fifth Amendment protected, but evidentiary value depends on standardized administration. When a required protocol element is omitted, the result cannot be compared against the conditions under which the test's reliability was established. Any prosecutor relying on that modified evaluation will face a suppression challenge, particularly without formal documentation of the deviation in the written report. A second due process issue compounds this. The subject disclosed that Russian is her first language. Divided attention testing in a second language under law enforcement pressure creates a documented risk of false positives, and courts require comprehension confirmation before non-compliance can be scored as impairment. The multi-step sequence task near the end of this footage makes that concrete. It requires memorizing a fist sequence, executing claps, returning to position, and counting aloud at once. In a second language, under active investigation, that cognitive load must factor into any fair assessment. The officer re-explained instructions multiple times, which is to his credit. But re-explanation is not documented accommodation. If the language barrier and the modified protocol are not in the incident report, they may not exist in the evidentiary record. Now, the grades. The Marine deputy earns a B+. The initial stop was legally justified. Repositioning the vessel during HGN testing to eliminate sun interference showed sound judgment, and the patience through repeated explanations was genuinely professional. These are not minor things. The deductions come from two places. Calling a subject sweetie during a recorded sobriety evaluation is informal language that gets quoted in court. And the absence of documented protocol deviations is a gap that could cost a prosecution its strongest evidence. The subject earns an A-. She complied with every directive without resistance, disclosed her language barrier proactively, and invoked a safety concern without confrontation. She consistently attempted to understand and complete each evaluation. That composure on camera is her strongest asset. Every encounter like this one teaches something. Not just about what happened, but about what could go wrong if the small things are handled carelessly. Here are 5 lessons drawn directly from what this footage shows. Lesson 1. The absence of a national BUI field sobriety standard is a real vulnerability in water-based prosecutions. If the evidence is limited to field tests administered without a validated protocol for the marine environment, that gap belongs in every defense motion. Lesson 2. A language barrier is a due process consideration, not just a communication inconvenience. Disclosing it early and on camera creates a record. If instructions were misunderstood, that record is what defense counsel will build on. Lesson 3. Any deviation from standardized protocol, even a reasonable one, weakens that test's evidentiary value. Officers must document every modification in writing, with the subject's stated reason. If it is not in the report, it effectively did not happen. Lesson 4. Professional neutrality is not optional during a recorded enforcement action. Language that feels encouraging in the moment can read as condescending on the record. Every word spoken on camera is potential testimony, and testimony should be neutral. Lesson 5. Compliance and cooperation do not guarantee a favorable outcome, but they produce a better evidentiary record. The subject gave investigators very little to work with in terms of resistance. Her conduct on camera is her most defensible asset. The outcome remains unknown at the time of this analysis. What the footage establishes is that a legally justified stop surfaced 3 vulnerabilities: a non-standard testing environment, an undocumented protocol modification, and a documented language barrier. Together, they represent a meaningful challenge to any prosecution. If there is an interaction or a legal topic you would like us to break down, let us know in the comments. If this analysis was useful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more legal breakdowns of law enforcement encounters.